Hi, we're going to do a quick recap on Frodo's case. Frodo is the dog that I uploaded yesterday, a dog that has been found in a horrible shape after being shot and with very serious issues. He's completely emaciated and there is a lot of muscle mass on his head. Many of you have asked me who was the family that had him, that gave him to us. This is a family of rescuers. This family has alerted us in many occasions of dogs that need help, and they are the ones that gave us Gigi already 3 years ago, I think it was. Really nice people. They were the ones that found Frodo in such a condition, emaciated, with a lot of muscle mass, and with clear signs of having been shot. When I got there, Frodo was terrified. He was used already to the family. He had spent with them a few days, but the moment he saw me, he froze. Poor baby, really. To have a dog like this in your arms, shaking, is really heartbreaking, especially when you have a feel that we're gonna have to fight a lot to save him. For instance, that leg is gonna have to go. The nerve has been damaged by the bullet, and neurology, today's science is not capable of restoring a nerve that has been severed by a bullet. So we're gonna have to amputate that. But right now, the biggest problem is not that amputation. The biggest problem is that he's emaciated. His body is not answering well. There's something wrong, and we don't know exactly what it is. I have a suspicion. I have seen dogs. You see, when you look at Frodo's head, you see that there is a lot of muscle mass. Those bones over here, they have disappeared. And I've seen this in the past in extreme cases of emaciation that got very complicated. So that tells me that Frodo's case is going to be a tricky one. On the good side, he doesn't have leishmaniasis, so he's going to have to do much less fighting, put it this way. His body will answer better to the treatment because that condition is very problematic and it delays things a lot. So right now the focus is to get him up to speed, to make him recover from the anemia, to make him recover from some muscle mass, although that's not the priority. But on the whole, we need to get him in a much better physical condition. Otherwise, the amputation is going to be too traumatic. Now, some people say, oh, well, an amputation is easy. You just cut the leg and that's it. It's not. It's a very traumatic surgery. Once it's done and the dog has recovered, it's great. But to get a leg out of a dog so small, there's a lot of blood loss. There's a lot of possible complications. Anesthetics are going to be complicated because he's in such a bad condition. So there are a lot of things that can go wrong, and we have to be very careful, basically. In the meantime, Frodo is a really delightful dog. He really is great. There's been some families writing to me. There's one from Scotland. There's some people over here in Spain as well. And to those people, I have to say that he is a wonderful dog. And once he recovers from the fear that he has, this fear of humans, he's gonna be just delightful. He is delightful now. It's just that when I'm with him or when the team is with him, he tends to freeze. He doesn't know yet who we are, how are we going to treat him. He must have had a really terrible life experience so far. And that, of course, ended up with him being shot. God. You might ask me, what kind of people are in your country? How come people shoot dogs? It is very common. You know that I always complain about hunters, and some people say, well, these are not ethical hunters. Of course they are not. But the countryside over here is full of people going around with guns, with rifles, and they shoot everything that is on sight. It might be a bird, might be a rabbit, might be a hare, might be a wild boar, might be a dog, a cat. It doesn't matter to them. It really doesn't. I have lost count of how many dogs with horrible shotgun injuries I've rescued over the years. Unbelievable. Some of them were especially cruel. I mean, I've known of people just getting close to a dog and shooting him point range, and they just don't blink. But think about it. I mean, if someone is capable of killing 100 wild boars, I mean, what? These people are going to shoot dogs? Of course they are going to shoot dogs. Of course they are. Usually they will tell you that they are the #1 ecologist and #1 animal lover. They are not. They are just barbarians, bloodthirsty individuals that are just out there to create as much pain as possible. I have absolutely no respect for the hunters in this country. They are destructive, and they are just scum of the earth. Sorry about the expression, but that's what it is. Of course, they don't like it. They don't like it when I make these videos, but hey, hold on a second. That's how it is. That's how it is. Freedom of expression. There you go. The fact is that we have to deal with the animals that they injure, that they shoot, that they kill all the time. We're here to trying to undo what they do. And it's very tough. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with some images of Frodo. As I said, the leg is going to have to be amputated, but right now the focus is on treating him and of finding out exactly what the problem is with his muscle mass, because that's very worrying. I have some suspicions that I will tell you tomorrow, that I will confirm in a couple of days. But in the meantime, please, if you can, help us save this little baby. He is delightful. We're gonna make sure he has a wonderful family. But first, we need to make sure that he survives. So please, if you can, donate. Help us save Frodo. Thank you.
It's a callus that has formed there.